Hey everybody, it's Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Welcome to Wednesday, and you guys know Wednesday means Stampin' Gals Gone Wild Wednesday. I've got a really fun box to share with you today. This was made with the new gift box punch board. Oh my gosh, you guys, this thing is fantastic. Let me show you what I created with it. It's very different than one of the typical boxes that comes on the template itself. You can see these lock down, and inside I've got 6 of these fabulous little Hershey Nugget candies. And it's just really a fun box, but as I said, it's not done the normal way. So I'm going to share with you how to create just a simple and fun little Hershey Nugget box with kind of a little unique tag for it, a little fun belly band. So we are gonna go ahead and get started with this fabulous box. Let's go. Okay, so I've got my gift box punch board. Now, as you guys know, it does come with an extender handle, but for this project, we're not gonna need it. I'm gonna leave that alone. I do have my scoring bone folder right there, all tucked away right where I need it. My cardstock today is a 6x6 piece, so you can make 4 of these boxes out of 1 sheet of our fabulous designer paper. And as I said, we're going to be using the board a little bit differently. As you know, we have all kinds of different measurements here. We have them in inches and we have them in centimeters. But the box that I want to make, well, it wasn't on here. So, because most of the boxes are going to come out more like this. They're coming out in a cube, and I needed this to be narrow. So here we go. Are you ready? We're going to put our cardstock, or I'm sorry, our designer paper onto the board. And typically you would use the small, medium, large, or extra large. Well, for my box today, guys, we are going to go right to the end of the M. I know, it's not even a real mark, but it is going to work for my box today. So you can see I've just lined up my paper right off the edge of the M, and I'm going to score vertical and horizontal. We're going to rotate it, and we're going to do that exact same thing again. So vertical and horizontal. You're going to do this on all 4 sides. All right, I've got all that scoring done. Now we do need to make another little punch. To do that, flip it over, and you're going to do the exact same thing. No scoring, because that's already been done. Lining up the edge of that paper with the M and punch. And we're just going to repeat that on all 4 sides. And that's going to give me the little notches that I need, so my box will go together pretty darn easy. But look at that. Do you see how fast and easy that one was? All right, now before I put this away, take my little bone folder and stick it in there or I'll lose it. I'm going to now make the closing mechanism, and we're going to round off these corners. To do that, we're just going to slide it into this upper portion, and you can see it does that for me in a snap. Love, love, love it. All right, so all my scoring, my punching, my punch board work is done. I'm now going to take, in fact, I've got to turn this over. I cannot quite see these lines, but you can see we've got a couple little tabs right here. And what I want to do is basically what I'm doing is I want to cut so that the score line is actually on this little square. And you can see we're going to get this little corner thing. We want to miter that out of there. And really the inside one is the only one we need to miter. And when I say that, I cut from the inside to the outside. So let's repeat that over here. I'm now going to come in, oops, let me grab my bone folder, and we're going to give all the score lines a really good crease. And guys, we're going to be ready to put this baby together. Okay, I'm all folded. I'm good to go. Now, I do want to go ahead and adhere these down. To do that, I'm going to use some fast fuse, and you notice I have my silicone mat here underneath me. I just find that makes it very nice and easy and keeps me from getting a mess all over my blotter paper, which, you know, we don't want all of our stuff sticking. We're just going to line up those corners like so, and our box is put together in no time. Boy, I love that fast fuse over sticky strip. It sure is great stuff. Not that I don't love my sticky strip, but sometimes I do like the fast portion that I get there with fast fuse. Okay, well, while I've got my fast fuse out, to decorate your Hershey Nuggets, I have some more, I use the Sweet Taffy designer paper. And I'm just going to put a strip of fast fuse right down the center. These are 1x3s, and check it out. it's just going to go right on there. And now I have a pretty little Hershey Nugget to go in my box. This will hold 6 perfectly. Isn't that cute? I love it, love it. Okay, so we'll put our 6 Hershey Nuggets in there. And so work with me. Let's pretend they're already in there. We're going to close up the top portion, the inside portion of our box. You see these just locked together. Now let me get these 2 right here. All right, for my belly band, I used the Chalk Talk Framelits, and I stamped a little Num Num for your Tum Tum, and that's from the Num Num stamp set. And that I did in Rich Razzleberry. I'm now going to use a crushed curry ink pad and a sponge dauber. I thought that was a little boring. And since I had polka dots going on, I thought, why not add a few more polka dots? Oh, sponge daubers are so great for polka dots. I love it because that's all there is to it, and that is done. So I wanted to give it a little more oomph because that was just a little dull for my taste. So let me come in with the Scallop Tag Topper Punch, and I have a piece of silver glimmer. You guys know I love bling. That's some silver glimmer, and that's cut 2 inches by 3 1/4. We're just going to slide that in and punch, slide it in and punch. And check it out, my little, my Chalk Talk Framelit. Look how perfect that layers in there. Woohoo! Who's excited? I know I am. All right, well, we're now going to put this together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of my sentiment. Stampin' Dimensionals really do work best over trying to use some of the other adhesives when it comes to glimmer paper. You can fight it sometimes, and I don't want you to have to do that. That's just not good. All right, so we're going to actually, I layered it this way, which I wanted you to see that it does layer very, very nicely there. But for my project today, I'm actually going to go the opposite direction. So center that up like that because I want to be able to use these little loopy things. Yeah, loopy things. That's what they're called. Now, I think that's a technical word. Okay, I'm going to take, I've got about 8 inches of the striped ribbon in the crushed curry. I'm going to slide it up just through the end like that. Check this out. Put it right here on my box. Bring this one around. Bring it through on the other end. That is what I call a quick belly band. So I will pull this one through. This just takes a second to kind of line these up and get them equal, and so that we can center that up. Looks like I should have cut my ribbon a little bit longer. So why don't we make that 9 inches of ribbon, guys? I think I needed a little bit more there. Sorry. And that, of course, at this point, we will go and trim up that ribbon so it's not looking, because when you push it through that little slot, it does get a little dinged up. So that's not a big deal. We'll just do that right there. Let me go ahead and bring in my original. That probably had some longer ribbon on it. Well, guys, that is what I call a fun and easy little box. What do you think? As I said, we are using the gift board punch board in a very different way. So those measurements are kind of an exact thing. I know one of the questions I get asked quite a bit is, how do you figure all that out? Well, I use a lot of copy paper and mess around with it until I get what I want. So there's really no great formula you can use to say, I want this, this, and this, where, on the actual punch board itself, they do give you lots of boxes where the measurements, there they are, go for it. But I just wanted to get a little more creative. So thanks for sticking with me on my little bit longer video today. I hope that's a little project you're going to be able to create maybe for, a little Halloween treat, or, just something fun. It's so pretty. It would be a great little birthday box too, maybe for a coworker. So guys, thanks so much for being here. Thank you for being so loyal to Stampin' Gals Gone Wild. Jose and I appreciate you so very much. Be sure to use your hostess code each month. We've got 6 very special exclusive videos for you that are not available on the website, and we'd love to share those with you. If you'll just use that hostess code, it just helps Jose and I out. We really do appreciate it. You can find the products that I used today. If you're in America, if you're in the USA, go USA. You can go to simplysimplestamping.com. But if you are here from Canada, go Canada. You can find Jose at stampingjoe.com. We each have an online order button. Place your order right there, and boom, it's going to be delivered right to your door. So guys, again, thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.